guys getting snow?
Uh,
Yeah, rain and snow.
and our winds today are about 760
Oh,
miles.
wow.
And we're supposed to get more snow this week. I mean, we got every week we get about 4 or 5 inches. So, and it is cold for
Yeah.
sure. But, so how you been?
Been doing great. I worked last week and I'm working tomorrow and Tuesday, so getting a little bit of work in there, which is
Good.
awesome.
Keep you out of mischief. Yeah.
Keeps me out of mischief. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Uh,
Yep, that's the way it's supposed to be.
absolutely. Yep. And but you don't want to be all no mischief. I mean, you gotta have a little fun in life.
Gotta have some fun. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So anyway, be interesting to see who joins in. Uh, I didn't hear from any.
No.
Well, I'm surprised. I don't know. I I could probably call somebody. I wonder. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, I was kind of disappointed. I mean,
Oh, me too.
I mean, they just didn't look themselves. I guess they had a bad day, and we all have one. That's a bad day
Yeah,
to have a bad day, but they
yeah,
definitely.
yeah. I was so sad
Yeah.
that that they got trounced. I just couldn't believe it. I was so that they got trounced so bad.
Well, that score got up
Just
to
expect them to come back, and they never did.
40
Well, I
to.
guess they did
Yeah, they came back a little bit. They made some
a little
effort.
bit. Yeah.
You know.
There comes Carol. I see
Hello.
her standing.
All right.
Hi,
There we go.
Carol.
All right.
Hi.
How
There
you
she
doing?
is.
Anybody else coming today?
So far, the two of you, and so you never
How are
know.
you doing? Both of you.
Fine, we're doing
Yeah.
okay. How about you?
Good. No snow here. How about you guys?
We get snow every week now, about 4 or 5 inches. Had it 2 weeks ago, had it
Yeah.
last week, and they're saying we're going to have it again. And the wind today is in the area of 60 miles an hour. They have,
Oh, stay.
yeah.
Yeah, stay inside. I have a friend who's staying with me, and she's trying to go back to Mancos, Colorado, which is on the western slope near Durango, and it is just miserable there. So she's not going anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Now, are you
Yeah.
in Arizona or are you in Colorado now?
No, I'm in Arizona until June, and then I'm out of.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Well,
I can't do 117-degree weather.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'd like to borrow about 40 of those degrees.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Would you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, right now,
Right
it's
now,
been for Arizona, it's been chilly. I've had my heater on, and you go out and you say, the wind is just chilly. So it's been kind of weird here. I guess we got a little of that polar vortex that came that came down. I don't know. So anyway, she's here for a while, and it's nice having a roommate for a while.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, she was here and about ready to drive back. She's 83 and had driven down alone. And I said, you don't look that good. Why don't you just stay an extra day? And she did. And the next day she was like, well, Auntie, I said, what is wrong? And she said, oh, I'm I can't breathe well and my chest hurts. I said, get in my car. We're going to the emergency room.
Oh,
And
boy.
yeah, they kept her for a few days. She had such high blood pressure, she could have stroked out. So I'm really glad we took care of it right away.
yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah. Now, what city are you
yeah,
in Arizona?
Chandler. It's a suburb of Phoenix near Mesa,
Uh-huh.
a little bit far from Tempe. but it's a bigger and bigger and bigger town than I ever thought it was.
Mhm.
But yeah, I guess been here quite a while, but just expanding.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many people coming into this area. I don't know where well, I know where they're living because they're building, building, building.
Mhm.
I have no idea where they're working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, so what are you doing to stay warm? You two playing
Well,
cards?
I'll tell you, the weather here is bad. I was telling you, Vaughn, the winds today are in the area of 60 miles an hour, and they have a bay bridge that goes from across the Chesapeake Bay over to Ocean City, and that bridge has been closed because of the wind. Nobody goes anywhere. So if
Oh,
you're coming
good.
back from Ocean City, you're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow.
Well, you don't need that.
No.
No, no. Ah. Hey, I'm having a book come out. Let me show you. Ah, it's called Grannies with Gusto.
It's called what?
Grannies with
Gusto.
Gusto.
Oh, Grannies with Gusto.
Oh,
And the lady who does the artwork is just incredible. And she said, look, I have all these drawing paintings and I want someone to write the text. And she said, you write, I paint. So it should be coming out really soon.
Let us know. We'll buy a book.
It is just
Yeah.
really, really good. Her work is unbelievable.
Yeah. We just got a
So,
customer for your book there. Sharon's going to buy one too.
oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, any brownies.
Ah, there we
Yeah.
go.
Mhm.
I can only
Oh,
stay I only stay for 15 minutes because I'm going to a celebration of life of somebody who died here. So,
oh yeah. Yeah, I know a guy I played cards with who was really good. He was 96 and he just died the other day. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Wow.
kept telling people about him. This guy is really sharp. But apparently he had a fall and that was it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we have a 99-year-old here that last year for his 99th birthday jumped out of an airplane and is going to do it again for his 100th.
wow.
Good
Of
for
course,
him.
it's tandem,
Yeah.
that he does.
Yeah.
But still, it was the first time he ever did it was when he was 99 last year. Just
Wow.
amazing. Definitely not on the bucket list.
Sharon, do you have snow?
Colorado Spring doesn't get much snow, but we had snow all day yesterday on and off, and it looks like we might have a tenth of an inch left.
Wow.
But it was 5 degrees below zero.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
that's pretty cold for you guys.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
supposed to be so, but the mountains are getting it, so we will have water to drink. Yay!
Well, I was saying, oh, and you know this gal. You know Carol that lived over by Durango, and you've met her.
Oh, sure. I can even remember her last name, Blisma. But whatever.
Billsma, really
Yeah, how
close.
about that?
Well, she came down. We were going to go to a friend's memorial, and she came a few days early to go look at a place she wants to buy in Tucson and get out of Mancos, which is near Cortez and Durango, and all the
There,
snow.
yeah,
And yeah,
that's a beautiful area. Yeah,
it is. And she's on a beautiful place, but she's isolated, and she had a fall and realized, she was stuck. So
yeah,
she came down to look at this trailer that it's a really nice 55 community, older, quiet, two pools, all the activities you could want. Um, and was going to go home, get her stuff, and come back. And then she had a heart incident, such high blood pressure, she almost stroked out.
Oh, my word.
So I got her to the hospital. They had her in there a few days, and now her grandson is going to drive her back because they said, you're not driving back alone. You're 83 years old. Sorry. And you're
Yeah.
on heart medication that makes you dizzy, and no. So he can't take her back until the 22nd. So I have a roommate for a while and it's fine, you know.
Hey, Ralph,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Well, last Friday I did something I'd never done before. I went ice fishing.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, you were going to do that.
fun.
Did you catch
It-
anything?
No, I'll tell you what, the sonar, I mean, these places are not like your great great grandfather's shanty. These things have, well, a lot of them have TVs and everything in them. And it was heated and the sonar and that's very comfortable. But anyway, you're on the sonar and you can see the little fish or the big fish. We saw at least 30 fish. And they come up to the restaurant, read the menu, and leave. They were not interested.
You didn't catch any.
As a
Oh,
matter of fact,
dear.
you do it with a fishing guide, and he was so upset that we didn't get anything. He said, if you can make it to Blue Mesa, which is just a beautiful area, of course, between Gunnison and the other town,
Montrose
town.
or somewhere.
Montrose.
Yeah,
Well,
somewhere in there.
Montrose, whatever. Well, actually, Grand Junction. That's what I couldn't come up with. It's 20-mile reservoir. I mean, this little thing's Taliol Reservoir. Anyway, he said, "I'll take you out
What
for
are you
nothing."
doing,
So,
Sharon?
pardon?
You're blocking your
Oh.
camera.
Oh, I must have had my finger on the camera in the back of. So
Yeah,
I don't know
very
what
good.
I did. I don't
Yeah.
know what I did. So anyway, and then we're going to go tubing in a week in Winter Park on one of their tubing hills. You know, in
Yeah,
in a
people
tube
fall
on the
off of
snow.
those.
In an inner
Yeah.
tube. The only problem is, I hope nobody's taking videos because it's not going to be a nice sight getting out of the tube to go back up the hill. I don't know. Anyway, keep him busy.
Do
At
you
least
wear
it's
a
fun.
special suit then, Sharon? Some
Oh,
kind of
heavens no. Oh, heavens no. I'll just
cold, you're freezing water?
No, this isn't water. This is snow.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
No,
better.
this is the big tubes on the, I mean, they have hills just for this.
Yeah.
And it's been ages since I've been up to Winter Park. So anyway, that's my story. How's everybody else doing?
Good.
Ralph, what are you up to?
Out there.
Doing okay.
Ed, what you up to? What are you up to?
Oh, just chores.
Oh, no. Sorry, that isn't Ed. You were in the shadows in the background. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry.
That's all right. Sometimes you call me anything you want.
Oh, no. You were way
I know
back.
plenty of people who take advantage of that with me.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We'll get into that.
they come out of their graves to do that.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, well.
How is your sister doing in Beulah by herself now?
Both of them are doing real well. Mary Ellen, my youngest, is going to, it's Golden about 3 times a week because her daughter, youngest daughter, Melissa, has breast cancer.
Oh.
And she's only like 44, 45,
Uh-huh.
So she had a double mastectomy and they're going through all that right now.
Yeah.
Doing good though.
I remember when I met her. She was a star basketball player.
That's right, she was.
For college. Yeah.
Yeah, she was a men's basketball coach at La Junta.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was really impressed with her. I mean, she had quite a resume for sure. A nice person too.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, she's
Well, we'll
good.
say some prayers for her, okay?
I sure will.
Definitely.
And Ben Donahue, I talked with him yesterday to some length.
Oh, good.
And he's been in the hospital for,
Oh.
you know how it is when we start, all of a sudden we start talking about our ailments, but he had a deal on his leg and it looked like he didn't know what it was. And so I found out it was some kind of an infection where bottom line is that it's one of those situations where the body is attacking itself,
It's
Oh,
probably like the flesh-eating bacteria.
just similar to that, but it wasn't
Similar to
going quite that far. And
Yeah.
so his boy, Ben took him to Denver, and Jan, they put her in a center for a while until Ben can pull out and take care of her again. So
yeah.
they're going through all that.
Oh, dear.
And
You have an address for him?
you know, I will get one to you. I don't have his address. I know that it's in Dry Creek. It's on the way 115 on the way to Penrose.
Aha.
Right. I knew that, but I didn't have a specific
Yeah,
address.
and it's
for
funny.
him.
I know right where the house is. I don't know what the address is. But yeah, I'll get it for you.
Okay, because I'm not sure I would have that anymore.
My
Yeah.
memory of Ben is a great one, I'm sure. We came back to Pueblo to see my folks, and Ben like had a get together, and so Rolf told me about that. So we went up there and had a rental car, and we went up there and we were inside, and somebody yelled, "There's a car going down the mountain." Jeffrey was in, he was about 6 years old, and the car started, I forget what it hit something, but anyway.
Took it out of park.
And so that was Jeffrey's first. I guess he took. I don't know what
Could have been worse. Yeah, but
Wow.
yeah, so definitely, I'll get that to you, Carol.
Okay, and Kathy's doing okay?
Kathy's doing, so far, I talked with her last week too, and she's doing good. She keeps herself real busy. She's got all kinds of activities down in Beulah in the valley. And then
Yeah.
she's got her kids in Pueblo, so
Oh,
she's
good.
same thing back and forth between Beulah and town.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so she's doing great. And my brother's still, he's back in Pueblo now, so he isn't going out to Beulah quite as much during the winter
Yeah,
time.
John?
John, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And other than that, everybody's doing fine. I would
Good.
say, relatively speaking, we're doing good here.
Yvonne, how about your tribe?
Everybody's doing great. Everybody's nice and
Fine.
healthy, blessed with health, and that's what we pray for. And
Working?
They're-
Nobody lost their job or anything?
no, they're all doing well. I'm going to be a great grandma again.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
How
for
many this time?
two. This is two. My granddaughter has one. The baby's about 16 months old. And then this one there'll be almost 2 years between the two of them. And it's a girl, so she'll have two girls. And I'll tell you, they raise kids so different than when I raised mine. I'm going, I just sit and keep my mouth shut. I don't say anything because
Yeah.
oh my
I've got two
God.
great grandsons now too, so
Oh, wow.
Wow, aren't they wonderful?
yeah.
I
they're-
just love it. And my daughter Karen, she's a grandma now, and she
Oh,
can talk.
geez.
First she didn't want to tell anybody, and now she just tells everybody. She's a grandma, but she's only 50, so
Yeah.
Oh, she'll like that. She'll like that book, Granny's
Yeah.
with Gusto.
so what is it? Do I send you or you send me information?
You know what? I'm meeting with the guy tomorrow morning, and then we'll get them published, and then I'll have them, and I'll let you know how much they are. They'll be on Lulu, Lulu, but we're finishing it up and dumping it into the print place tomorrow.
Ah,
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, I would like to get a couple.
Yeah, get that out to
and
me.
you'll
I'll send it
laugh.
out to
You'll
everybody.
just laugh.
Yeah.
And Sharon's in one. There's one she did all these paintings, and then she said, Carol, can you write the text that goes with it. Well, my friend said, Carol, it's more than text, it's reflections. So one of them is Granny's at the Dude Ranch. And I asked Sharon's opinion on that one. Isn't it a darling photograph? It's just, I mean, painting. She just has a great painting.
Yeah, when I was down there, Carol showed me the paintings. They were just wonderful. Just lovely. Yeah, let me know too when it comes out. Well, listen, I have to go to a celebration of life. I'll see you next month when you do this. And my word, it'll be almost Easter. No, it won't be quite Easter. Everybody have a good St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
There you go.
you too, Sharon.
All right.
Good seeing you.
Yeah, we might do it again before St. Patty's Day because I don't remember what day that falls
We
on.
do the second
Okay, now remember, it takes me forever to find the right button to get out of here. So don't talk about me.
Says, leave the
Oh,
meeting.
We'll wait till you're off before we talk about
I
it.
have a really cute joke I want to tell you before I take off.
Okay.
If you've heard this, tell me. A fellow's walking along the beach in California, and he said, "Oh, Lord, please let me win the lottery. I want to go to Hawaii before I die." Well, the Lord hears him. He said, "Well, what would you like me to do?" He said, "Well, I'd like you to build a bridge from California to Hawaii so I can drive because I can afford that." And the Lord said, "Well, that's an awful big project, and it also would ruin a lot of the aesthetics of my ocean, etc. Think about something else, and in 2 days come back and we'll discuss it." So the guy came back. He said, "I found out something I want even better than what I asked you for. I'd like to know what makes women tick. What goes on in women's mind?" And the Lord said, "Do you want a 2-lane or a 4-lane?" I love that one.
That's very cute.
That
Very
is
right.
really cute. Okay, bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Baby, come on,
Maybe.
where are you? Come on.
At the bottom, it says leave meeting.
Now, mine's at the top. There it is. Mine's a Samsung tablet. So I have to push that, then the leave thing. Got it.
All right.
Good,
There she is.
Oh, my.
Oh, well.
That's so cute.
So don't be surprised if all of a sudden I quit, my computer's acting up again.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
It's kind of like it'll go and all of a sudden it blacks out. And it's done that about 3 times today. So
yeah. Yeah,
so I just keep my fingers crossed and say, just a few more minutes.
yeah, yeah.
Anyhow.
No,
So
I bought, rather than renting from Microsoft, I decided to buy the program, right? One time, pay for it, it's yours. When it dies in 10 years, well, you'll be dead, so who will care? Anyway, it charged my credit card, everything. No program, no program. Finally, I got a hold of him and said, hey, on January, whatever, this was charged. Where is the program? They said, oh, it's a digital download. Oh, I said, how good is that?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's no more disk.
No. And so I went and they said, oh, first you have to get rid of all the Microsoft stuff you have on your computer. And they sent me this link to do it. And I said, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I said, I think you sent me the one for a PC and not a Mac. Oh, yes, yes. So then they sent me the right one. Then I did that. And then she said, well, now follow the directions above. I said, there are no directions above.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to finish this writing with this guy and I can't get into my Word. It won't let me, it won't let me open. It won't let me edit. It won't let me anything. And I am like, this is not working. Am I going to have to go back and pay Microsoft, which here's what happened. Microsoft, you were renting every year for $65, and then they want to charge you $90 because they want to put all this extra AI stuff on that I don't use. And I'm going, no, I'm not doing that. Anyway, pulling hair out later, I finally got it to work. but I was getting panicked. I couldn't get my tax document that I had made opened and downloaded, and I'm going, I need, I need Excel, I need Word. It's okay if I don't have a PowerPoint right now, but I need the other two. Oh,
Yeah.
anyway.
Are you in Arizona now?
I
Carol?
am, yeah. And then I'm going to go to Seattle the 28th of May and then come back here. But then I'm leaving a few days right after I get home. So probably the 10th, I'll be heading back to Colorado of June.
Okay.
What are
Yeah.
you doing with your place in Beulah then, Carol?
It's just empty, but we have a guy that goes up and checks. And I'm in kind of a pretty secure area with some full-time neighbors that live near
Yeah.
me. But he will go up and check now and then. I leave the heater on, pretty good. Uh, and,
Yeah,
it's
keeps
just
the lights
there.
on, yeah.
And then when I'm here, my son can come and check. You have to flush the toilet and do stuff when in the heat. Almost more stuff to take care of than you do in Colorado. In the cold, you just have to make sure the heater's on.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, because my renter had moved out and he got a job back in Virginia. And so I don't have a renter in there now.
Oh, that's good.
But that's good for
That was a
me
problem you
because then
had
I
last
can
year
go
about
and
this
have
time.
my home. When
Yeah.
he was there, see, I was bumming around with neighbors and everything, and I'm going, nah, I'd rather
Yeah.
have my house back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yvonne, you should come out.
Well, I probably, my kids are, they want me to start doing things. And I said, well, I'm working a little bit, that's doing things. But, my Judy, I don't know if you remember when I was out there with my
Yeah,
couple of
with the kids, the grandkids,
still
right?
they still talk about that. They loved it.
Oh, we
Yeah.
took
And
them to the park and they watched all those baby squirrels going crazy.
yeah. And
Mhm.
and they want to know if they can go back and see the people with the dogs because we went
Oh,
up
yeah.
to Canyon City and saw
Oh, right. And saw Nick and
son.
Joan with their greyhounds.
Yeah. And I
Oh,
said, I don't know if they have all the dogs, but but they want to come out. They loved it. And we had such a fun time. Colorado's wonderful, though. Everything about Colorado is beautiful.
And I
I
love
just,
being a tour guide around Colorado.
yeah,
yeah.
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 Well, it's amazing. There's so much there. Now
And you can
Missouri, we
fly
have,
right into Colorado Springs, it's really easy.
yeah.
Mhm. I
Well,
think we have more national parks and national monuments than any other state.
do you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You stop to think about it. I mean, we have, everything from Blue Mesa to sand dunes to uh, Dinosaur National, Rocky Mountain, uh, Cortez,
Gunnison, though something of the
yeah,
Gunnison, Black
Mesa Verde.
Canyon of the Gunnison.
I mean,
And that new one no, that's a state park. The new one near where Ben lives.
oh yeah, that's yeah. And we have see 1, 2, 3 or 4 state parks in the state in this
Oh,
county.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
excuse me 1 minute. I have an alarm going off. Let me go
Okay.
shut it off real quick.
Get my, but
I-
yeah.
I had one of my granddaughters. I have two that live in Florida, and one she just got her nurse. She passed the test, and she's officially a nurse now. And then the other one will take her test, and in I think May or June, so she'll be a nurse. And they both live out down around Tampa. But the one Lauren called, or she texted me last week, and she said, I have a project that I have to do for nursing school. I'm supposed to interview a senior and for this project. And I'm thinking, a senior in high school? What? That's weird. And she said, no, Grandma, I have to interview you. You're a senior. I said, Oh, I don't feel like a senior.
Well, I gotta tell you guys, this is a really good thing. If you move into a 55 community like I am, your idea of old totally changes. So, oh, I'm 81, my friend is 83. The guy I play cards with is 96. The other two ladies I play mahjong are 91 and 93. I'm going, wait a minute, I'm a youngster in this group. It
Yeah.
really does. If you
Yeah.
are at all thinking you're old, just hang out with these people
So
because
all
they
of a
put
sudden you're a kid again.
all of a sudden
Yeah.
it's like, what am I going to do for the next 10 years of my life? Because these people have done all kinds of things, and here I am.
Yeah.
So it really
You
changes
but
your perspective in a
you and
positive
Sharon are to me very amazing because you guys have done so much. And Sharon and the Dude Ranch and all that stuff. I'm going, oh my gosh,
way.
you know. And I told my granddaughter, I said, well, I might be 81, but you don't feel like it. My body says I'm 81, but my brain says I'm still 40.
Yeah.
And
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
but she was asking me all kinds of questions, what I do when I was young, and
How young?
how, like 5, 4 or 5. Did you remember being 3? I said, no, I don't. Well, I did, but then I was telling her that we used to go up when we lived there in Pueblo. We used to go up on. Dad was a fisherman, and we'd go up on the Arkansas River. Dad would fish, and I'd watch the goats jump from the mountain, across the
Oh,
river.
yeah.
And but then she started asking me about what, a little older. I said, well, I remember high school. I was busy in high school, didn't have time. Did you have a boyfriend? I said, no, didn't. We moved and I didn't have a boyfriend. And then she started getting into like my 20s and 30s. And she was asking me about music. I said, honey, I was having babies and taking care of all my kids. I knew melodies, but I couldn't tell you who was singing them or anything else. But I liked music. But it was so funny because she was asking me these questions. I said, well, I was changing diapers. So not, not
Back up though to when you were 10 to 16, you forgot about the paper route.
I told her about a paper route. Yeah. Told her we did that. And I told her I had a girlfriend that lived up the street. And I said, one lived up the street, delivered papers. And then I said, one down around the corner that talked about you. And then Sandy Curlin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, we had so much fun. What the
And what
kids
about playing baseball and the
in
Kriegers
the big,
art law?
big,
And
yeah,
wasn't your dad the umpire
he
or the
was the pitcher.
referee or what?
He was the pitcher. And
Oh, the pitcher. I
would,
know you played
we'd
with
have
them.
2 teams. And he was the pitcher, and he was, like the umpire. He'd say, you're out, you're this, you're that.
Yeah.
And then he also had that between Krieger's and our house, Dad had a garden every summer. And he had, corn and tomatoes and strawberries and all that. And Dad he made arrangements for Mr. Krieger to let Dad have the little garden. And then he would give Mr. Krieger fresh produce every day or whenever he wanted it.
Huh.
And that's where I learned to drive up alongside the house,
Yeah.
under
to the alley.
in the alleys. Yeah, it was fun. I feel sorry for kids nowadays. They don't have any fun.
No.
They just, well, we was at a restaurant the other day, and the mother and father and 2 kids were sitting there, and the kids were on their laptops or whatever they're on phones. They didn't look at each other or talk to each other. The kids are playing their games, and the parents didn't talk to each other either. So it's so sad. Of course, I don't know if I talked to my parents. Well, we never went out.
Yeah.
We played. So we had fun.
It is sad. It's kind of like, I don't know, I think parents are afraid to let their kids go too far from home by themselves
Yeah.
because of everything you hear about,
Yeah.
abductions and stuff like that. and then you have everything else going on in the world, you know.
But you know, we rode our bikes down to Mineral Palace Park from 23rd to whatever. And we knew not to go by the van that had no windows. Now, they didn't say there could be a guy who could abduct you.
Yeah.
Somehow we knew, don't do that. We knew not to take candy from strangers.
Yeah.
Or, you know, but they
When
let
I
us
was
go. Yeah.
They let us go. Well, when I was delivering papers, our paper route, I had to cross the highway to get over to the apartments on the other side. And then there was a little tavern. I think it was up like 24th
Oh,
or
Dundas Cafe. Dundas Cafe. Beer joint.
the beer joint.
Do you
Have to,
remember,
I'm
Yvonne, we used to flip a coin who was going to go in and give the paper because it smelled like stale beer and cigarettes. It's like your turn or mine. Flip the coin.
yeah.
Was that Dundas,
I remember.
Carol?
Pardon?
Was that Dundas?
Dundas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't remember the name, but I know, if I got it, all I'd want to do is grab the papers, run in, throw it on the counter, and run out.
And run out.
That's right.
All those memories that kids don't have nowadays, right?
Yeah.
They go.
Well,
Now,
I'll tell
I'd
you.
rather have those.
Yeah, I've got some good ones. So how many
How
minutes,
about you,
Bonnie?
Ron?
We're at 37 minutes.
Right. What was your childhood?
2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, give or take.
All
So
right,
Jan,
Ron,
how are you doing?
what was your childhood?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Playing baseball for the old timers, played every year, and went fishing at City Park 2,500 times, and thought I could catch a little perch. And I don't know. I mean, I had a bicycle, rode it everywhere, and I mean things like that. And as for growing up, I think the education I got at PCH was great. I used everything I learned there to this day, and a lot of it is discipline. And I fell into a lot of good things in my life. I was adopted by great parents. Living in Pueblo was great. Going into the Army changed my whole life. Meeting this guy over in Germany who was from Maryland, they got me to move here and ended with a government career. Lucky I don't have a government, if I was still working government today.
Yeah.
And Janice, what about you? We don't really know you that well.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I went to camp in the summertime, and in the winter I was choir and glee club with my church, and I lived with my grandparents. My parents split up when I was 2 years old. Yeah, got divorced anyway. I had lots and lots of cousins though, and they came over and we had a good time. As a matter of fact, they'd spend the whole summer at my grandparents' house with me, so it was fun. I had a pretty good childhood.
That was in DC.
Oh, in DC. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's so.
DC isn't what it used to be. When I first moved here, I went everywhere, and I mean, the crime is pretty bad there. So
He likes the political stuff.
and of course we have the rental. So I mean, I'm down there. If you ever need tenants, let me know, Ralph. We'll send them your way. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. John was by the other day and he was telling me he lived in DC, you remember. Probably wrong. My brother, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was working at I don't know, he was working at the naval, some naval something. Anyway.
Oh my God.
We're just about there.
He was telling some stories about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well, guys, we have less than a minute. So
less than a minute.
good to see you all.
Thank you. It's good seeing all of you guys. I just love this so much.